po ating slogan is love the Philippines. Is it also possible na you can find love in the Philippines?
That is very possible. With 7,641 islands, there's very many possibilities. There are many reasons to love the Philippines, including diving and all of the other blessings that the Philippines is abundant with, from our rich marine biodiversity to our deep well of culture, our long-standing heritage and history, and of course, our very delicious food and outstanding Filipino hospitality.
This is the first time that we're bringing in diplomats from other countries, specifically to promote our dive destinations. What are we hoping to get out of this first inaugural dive experience, Philippine Dive Experience?
The Philippine Dive Experience seeks to further elevate the dive tourism experience in the country. In that, we are pushing for the sustainability of dive by ensuring that the experience has a conservation component, a coastal cleanup, and also an education component on the part of our stakeholders. We're grateful for the presence of no less than 8 ambassadors and 13 countries represented by members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps. For it is fully the intention of the Department of Tourism to further promote dive tourism all over the world, especially to our top source markets and as well as our opportunity markets. We are also aiming for diversification, to be well known in the world as a destination that can offer outstanding dive destinations, but also an enriching, meaningful, and purposeful experience. Because under the Philippine Dive Experience, we are introducing opportunities to get to know the heritage of this province of Batangas, to get to know the people of Batangas through the stories that our local stakeholders will tell in the heritage tour in Taal tomorrow. So then the idea is for our friends from all over the world to rediscover the Philippines, not just from the lens of fun and adventure, but also for all the other reasons to love our country.
Gaano kalaki yung tulong ng diving industry sa ekonomiya ng Philippines compared to sa nakalipas na taon?
Napakalaki ng contribution ng diving sa ating ekonomiya because just on a computation of its direct impact on our total visitor receipts for the country, it contributes no less than 74 billion pesos. And that shows us the massive potential that dive tourism can further have in terms of providing livelihood and employment opportunities sa ating mga kababayan. The effort of the Department of Tourism is not only to focus on our world-renowned dive destinations, but also to expand our dive tourism portfolio. We're now at 120 dive destinations in the country. And we're also increasing dive safety para naman yung ating mga divers ay they have the comfort of knowing that there are emergency facilities to manage any dive-related incidences, such as additional hyperbaric chambers. This, as we are also building tourist rest areas all over the country to increase the experience and convenience of our tourists coming into the Philippines.
The gathering of ambassadors and other representatives from other countries, ano yung ina-expect natin na magiging outcome nito with, in terms of foreign relations, specifically tourism?
Napakalaki ng pasalamat natin sa ating mga kaibigan na mga ambassadors from 13 countries in total. Dahil nakikita natin na yung turismo talaga ay isang napakalaking source ng opportunities to unite and to foster cultural exchange. True, tourism is a very competitive industry, but at the same time, it also provides vast opportunities for collaboration. And this is exactly what we are forging here with the nations that have joined us. For us to collaborate to ensure the sustainability of diving as an industry in the world, as well as to further promote the dive tourism destinations of the country. So we expect the opportunities for our destinations to further expand, especially with the presence of the members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, who will inevitably, of course, bring home the good news that Philippine tourism continues to thrive. This is also affirmed by the latest announcement from the World Travel Awards that the Philippines has, for the 6th year in a row, managed to be awarded as the world's leading dive destination.
Ma'am, what has the DOT learned in including dive as a tourism product that can be offered, especially to foreigners?
What have we learned? Yes. Well, we have learned a lot in a sense that the Philippines is very blessed with such an immense biodiversity that we are home to 70 to 80% of the Earth's entire species, and much of that can be found underwater. We have learned about the vulnerabilities that are present, our archipelagic nation being very being one of the most vulnerable to climate-related disasters as well as human-made disasters. So then it is very important for us in the Department of Tourism to really foster this perspective of sustainability, in that we greatly appreciate all the touristic activities that are happening within the country through dive, but at the same time we would like to emphasize the necessity of sustaining these destinations and ensuring that the livelihoods that depend on this industry can continue. So that is why this is not only a leisure activity, but more importantly, an educational and conservation activity. We'll have a coastal cleanup, we've had a dive briefing already, and we will also continue our collaborations with the embassies as well as our private stakeholders to really make sure that dive tourism continues to be a regenerative tourism product for our country.